Hey guys, how you doing? Warren Crudup here at Iniko Life Coaching LLC. Hey guys, I've been missing y'all. It's been a whole lot going on in my world. It's been a whole lot going on in your world, I bet too. But God is still good. Hey, got a question. Why do people think blind people cannot live alone? Or, why do you think a blind person cannot live alone at home? Just think about that for a minute. What does a sighted person do that a blind person can't do? And you will find out the answer is almost nothing. Almost. Now, I can't say I can't drive, not yet, but autonomous cars are coming out. So, check it out. From the minute you wake up in the morning, you normally get dressed, shower, put on your cologne, makeup, or whatever you do. So, a blind person knows how to put on a pair of pants or a skirt. They know how to put on a shirt. But they might not be able to see the color. But they got a couple options. They can stick to solid colors where it really doesn't matter, like blue jeans or any color shirt. You know, black skirt, white skirt, and any color shirt. They can wear beige, all white, all black. They have options. But we have devices to recognize color. So if I'm putting on a shirt, I can tell you if it's blue or black. Socks, the same way. But a lot of times I just make it neutral and just wear a neutral color socks. When I go in the bathroom, I could still wash up. I know where the soap is and wash rag, and in every bathroom, every kitchen I ever been in, the hot is always on the left hand side, and the cold is always on the left hand side, and I mean the opposite. Oh, I got my left and right backed up. Hot is always on the right hand, left hand side. I said it right the first time. Duh, come on. But anyhow, you know the drill. It's the same. It does not change. The shower head, to turn the shower on, is in the middle, and I can put a little soap on my rag and wash up, my body. It's not a problem. Now, when it comes to putting on makeup and toothpaste and things like that, same thing. We have readers to tell you if it's toothpaste or if it's a cologne, a perfume, or whatever. It's very easy as possible. It's just a will to want to. Next thing is cleaning up. Well, I could feel, I could touch things, I could clean up just like you can. I could go in the kitchen and I could pull out a frying pan. A frying pan doesn't change, a pot doesn't change. You put a little water, a little grease in the pan, and you pull your food out and you clean your food and you rub it or buy prepaid. Nowadays they got microwave everything, but we don't rely on microwave. Matter of fact, one of the best chefs in the world is a blind lady. Look her up. Just look up blind lady chef. And, I'm not going to give you everything. Sometimes we have to do our own research. But we can cook. We could clean. I established that. And we could get ourselves dressed. We have white canes. We could go out the door. We could find our way back to our homes by using our cell phone, GPS. They have walking directions. Voiceover is a big help for us. iPhones, voiceover, Android, called TalkBack or talk view, and it just navigates for us. If I open up a computer, I could just read everything on my computer by listening to the voiceover. Matter of fact, if you do some learning that the first typewriter, I'm going to date myself because I once used a typewriter in school. Man, I loved it. But it was built for a blind person to communicate. What? A typewriter was built for a blind person to communicate? Yes. And all it did went to an Etch-a-Sketch to a computer, which is nothing but a keyboard and a monitor, and with the voiceover, the combinations of it, you could do it. Just a little bit of training. It's like this. When a sighted person first turned on a computer, they had to first learn where the switch was. And then they had to learn the keyboard and learn the different programs, and a blind person could do the same thing. The only difference, they're not reading it with their eyes. They could use the voiceover to hear everything that needs to be known. FYI, if you notice that a lot of the people that call you through telemarketing are foreign people, especially the Indian population, because we could use a computer better than the average sighted person for the simple fact that we don't use the mouse. So because we don't use the mouse, it saves time. So a lot of companies outsource their telemarketing work to the blind community because we could zip. Matter of fact, our IRS, why did I get that mixed up? A lot of the people are blind. They teach them to use a braille keyboard to navigate through the screen. You didn't know that information, did you? So look, guys, there's nothing that a blind person or a visually impaired person or whatever definition you want to put on it that we can't do. It's just a learning curve. It's just like, the first time you tied your shoes up. You didn't know how to do it, but you learned how to do it. I don't need sight to tie my shoe up. I don't need sight to put my belt on. I don't need sight to put my pants on. I don't need sight to go into a kitchen or a bathroom or get in the bed or any of these things. It's just in my mind, or it could be in your mind when you think you can't do something, because everything is possible if you just put your heart to it and your mind to it. So let me tell you something. The mind plays tricks on you more than anything. See, there are still people that grew up in the 50s and 60s and 70s and even the early 80s that don't believe blind people can live alone. Why? Because they don't know about technology. Right now we got technology to do about anything. I could talk to my Amazon Alexas and start my microwave. I could talk to my Amazon Alexa and start my Instant Pot, my coffee maker. We had already talked about the computer. I could use my phone to control my TV, my radio. Everything is digital. We could talk to things. The sky is the limit. The only holdback is you. Is the lack of education. It's the lack of education. I'm going to say that again. It's the lack of education. Because if you study, if you ask other people, you can do it. So you outside people, what I want you to do tomorrow, I want you to get up from the minute you get up and put a blindfold around your face and get dressed. And you'll see that it's not really difficult. Go in the bathroom and wash up. Close your eyes, blindfold yourself. You'll find out it's really not difficult. Now going in the kitchen, now pulling out your seasoning without a voiceover or a reader, like Be My Eyes or CNAI. There's so many different apps out here on the market, the KFB Reader. All these apps can read all kinds of text. I have a Orcam. It reads what I need to read. It reads dollar bills. So don't let nobody keep you in this box, man, because you can do it. You know, again, if you let somebody hold you back, they will. If you hold yourself back, you'll just be held back. Sky's the limit. Hey, Iniko, that's INIKO, lifecoaching.com. I can teach you so many things. Go to my website. You can hit me up for a 30-minute consultation, free of charge. It's worth about $125. I give it to you absolutely free. We'll make a plan to get you started. Now, how many people out here that are blind? Well, they said about 1.4 million people, but I believe there's a little bit more. You know, you might wear glasses now and you're losing your sight, and you just need a little tips and tricks on how to do some things to improve your life, even if you could see sometime with your glasses. We had a way. We know it's possible. I'm an example. I'm doing it. I live by myself. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Why? Because it's in my mind. I can do it. It's in my heart. Because see, God gave me that vision. You know, I was reading a definition the other day. And when I was reading this definition on, my mind just went blank for a second. See, we normal. But it was talking about no common sense. No common sense. See, no common sense only means that you're not trying. We all have common sense. So, if you put a little common sense into it, when you think about what you need to do, there is a way to do it. There's doctors, there's lawyers, there's engineers, there's all kinds of fields. Every field out here is almost possible by a blind person. So if you want to learn, give me a call. Go to my website again. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Make a comment. Tell me what you would like for me to talk about. What are you struggling with? Come on, give me some feedback. Hey, I love you guys, and I want to be there for you. But it's up to you now. I reached out. You have to reach back. Love you guys. Y'all take care. Be blessed.